Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. Welcome to my channel. It is time for the latest status of business and inventory update. Let's get started right now. Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. Welcome to the channel. Be sure to hit the button to subscribe down below. Hit the bell so you're notified of future videos, and be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Any reactions, positive, even negative reactions, are good indicators to YouTube that the video was successful and people interacted, took the time, even if it's a nanosecond, to hit a like, a dislike, a comment, a subscribe, whatever it is. You took a second out of your life and gave it to YouTube and let them know that you're interacting and having fun, or not having fun. Maybe you're not having a good time, but it helps the channel. And actually, any channel you do that on, it helps them out. Thank you so much for all the comments. You guys have really been wonderful when it comes to the new content and the new video editing that we've been using. I do still make content on my own because I like to do it, but I also have the video guys. We've got great videos scheduled between now and, gosh, I think September, so there's a lot of good content coming out. And a lot of good stuff going on over at Freedom Fighter. I've been working on the Benelli schematics. If you go to the blog, I don't have them all posted yet. I need to get a couple of them wrapped up, but over time, we're going to have the entire gun covered, all the schematics. I think there's 7 or 8 of them for the Benelli M4, with hot links to each and every part on the Freedom Fighter website. So if you're looking for a part, or you're trying to identify a part, or you've lost a part, broke a part, whatever it is, you need some schematics. You need an easy jump over to where the part is. That's what we've done over on the blog post. So I'm going to wrap up the few that I haven't published and get them published over the next week or two. And then there will probably be like a monster page where it's just all of them on one page, every part, every diagram, and you'll be able to, find what you need whenever you need it. Sorry, I haven't been doing as many status videos. I've been just hammered with my time, but I am working on a system to where I'm going to be doing more here at YouTube, here in the home studio, and over on Instagram. I'm going to be very aggressive and try to get at least a piece of content on Instagram daily. I have failed miserably over the years to do that, and it's not easy making content for Instagram. It's like a treadmill. When you're running, it's working. When you're not running, it's not working, and you just have to always be maintaining that pace. I mean, just a couple days missing, and suddenly it's like a ghost town on your page anymore. So I haven't been doing much on Instagram at all, so I'm sure that it's going to take me a good long while to ramp it back up. But I would love to see you guys over there with, I'll be doing still images. I'll be doing under 60-second videos for the news feed, and then of course the Instagram reels, which I think are 90 seconds. And I might even get into doing some lives over there, some Q&A sessions. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens, but you can follow us over on Instagram. Of course, it's Freedom Fighter Tactical. Easy to find over there. So bad news, people who waited for the oversized bolt release button. I call them the OBR. The black have now sold out. We are wiped out. Hopefully we'll have some in soon. But it's going to be a few weeks, I think, at least, before I see anything else. So get on the mail list. You'll be in the know. Follow here at YouTube and Instagram, and you'll be in the know. NP3 are getting low as well, and when I sell out of those, it'll take longer to replenish them, because not only do we have to do the work on the latch itself, and we've got to send it to coating, and coating is about an 8-week turnaround. So strike while the iron's hot on those as well. Steel 7-round black magazine tubes are getting low. And the NP3 and black are getting low. We don't have any titanium tubes whatsoever. I've been getting a lot of questions about when that's going to happen. Folks, they have to come off the machines before I can have any sort of a solid timeline. They're still on the machines. They've been on the machines for a while now, and they go through several procedures. And each procedure, well, a few of the procedures are done under different roofs. So every time they go from one facility to the next, they get in line again. And one of the facilities had a machine break, so they've been working at half capacity. So it is what it is. When I get them in my hands off the machines, then I have to send them off to coating, and that's a 2-month turnaround. So even if I was picking them up today, which I'm not, it would be 2 months, which puts us in what, late August? So it isn't looking good if you're looking for a 7-round mag tube from Freedom Fighter anytime in the immediate future. It's going to be a while. Be patient. There are enough for everybody. I don't keep lists. I don't keep lists of people who want me to call them when they come in. I don't engage in that. Okay. It's just not what I do. What I do is I publish videos on YouTube. I am in the process of publishing more on Instagram. I keep the website updated, and I send an email, my email list, which I hardly ever use. If you're on the email list, you know that I don't send a lot of emails. So, and when I do send them, they tend to have something interesting or important for a lot of people. I don't like to spam and just, hey, I'm here still, buy something. I don't do that kind of marketing like a lot of companies do. I like to try to give you something of value, have something worth saying in order to send you to your email box to open an email for me. So the 7-round mag tubes are definitely going to be something that's of interest to people. The oversized bolt release buttons, when they come back into stock, will definitely be of interest to a lot of people. So those will go in an email. Those will go in my videos. So if you're following along in that capacity, you don't even have to ask me when stuff's coming. You'll know because you'll be tuned in. And if you don't want to tune in all the time, all you got to do is watch the headline on the emails and you'll know when they come in, because I'll put it in the headline, titanium tubes are now shipping or something like that. So if you don't even want to open the email and you just want to read the title and see if it's the one you're looking for, have at it. I try to make it very easy on you guys. Time is precious. I don't want to waste yours. I want to make it easy for you. So I try to do that. And in return, I prefer that you get your information that way rather than asking me once a week, hey, are they in? Are they in? Are they in? Are they in? I don't want my time wasted any more than you want your time wasted. So I do these services so that you don't have to call me or text me or whatever each week to find out what's in and what's not in. So it's mutually beneficial. Recoil tubes getting low, particularly the 6th position Freedom Fighter tactical recoil tubes. You guys are loving them. And just over this last week, we got the NP3 coated ones laser marked. There's a limited number of them. I think I have 30 of them or something like that. It's not a lot. And they're glorious. They're absolutely beautiful. NP3 6th position recoil tubes with laser marking to identify the slots. And I forgot that I had the 1 positions done. I don't have any 3 position NP3 Freedom Fighter tactical made recoil tubes, but I have the 1 position for you guys in the blue states, like California, where you likely have a prohibition on a functioning collapsible stock, or a functioning skeletonized stock, if we're going to be precise. A functioning collapsible stock, if it's collapsible, it's functioning. So it's kind of awkward to say it that way. It's a functioning skeletonized stock. So the 1 position tube, and right now we only have a 1 position tube at the fully closed position. At some point I will have one, and that's Benelli's fully closed position, where they've identified they were going to make their closest in, their shortest position. That's where we chose to put our 1 position for the blue state 1 position recoil tubes. We will have one at the middle position at some point. It's not a rush. There's only so many people that are going to be interested in these anyway. It's kind of a service, but we will have them at some point for those of you who want the middle position, and we will do them in black and NP3, just like the 1 position and the 6th position. Let's see. That's about it. Let's get into projects. Okay. 70085. That is the Benelli collapsible stock. That is the skeletonized portion with the grip. Everything is assembled, ready to go for you guys. We're working on that, okay? We've been working on it here at Freedom Fighter for quite some time. And right now I'm in the midst of dialing in the coating that I'm going to be satisfied with on the stock portion of the part itself. Initially, I'm going to be selling the assembly, the grip assembly that's OEM, Benelli, to go with my skeletonized piece. And you'll either have Freedom Fighter parts mixed in throughout or OEM. It just depends on what my availability is on everything that I need to build the assemblies. And initially, I'm probably only going to sell them built. I want to get them out in the field, have people enjoying them, reporting back to me if there's anything that I missed or any experiences they've had that I either didn't have or didn't see or it didn't occur to me or whatever. before I start offering them as a kit where you put it together yourself. And depending on demand, I may never offer it as a kit that you put together yourself. Of course, I've already warned you guys in the past that if I build them, they're going to be quite expensive, and that is the case. They're going to be quite expensive if if I'm building them. They're not going to. I think recently, one or two companies got them and was selling them Benelli's 70085 for like $325. That's unheard of, folks. Snap them up and hold them for, a good rainy day or something. If you're in desperate need of money and the world is dried up of collapsible stocks again, you might be able to double your money on those things. But 325 is unheard of. I have seen them for less. I've seen them, I think, even for $200 way back in the day. We're talking like 15 years ago. Nordic or Numeric or somebody got them, and they were $225. I mean, what a bargain. Most of the time they're 500 plus. And you can expect mine to be pricey, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. They're American made. There's a lot of labor going into these things. There's a lot of work going into them, but they will count as a 922R part. So any extra money you spend on our stock, if you choose to go with it, will be something you don't have to buy otherwise. Like, if you need 4 parts for the gun, this stock counts as one of them. So then you need your tube, and then you need a follower and maybe a 4-end, and you're home free. Maybe you went with the stock and the trigger kit and you're home free, or I don't know. I mean, you can dream up all the different combinations that there might be, but this stock will be a 922R part, and it'll be glorious. That I know. So I put the time in on everything, but this is a project that I thought I'd have wrapped up 4 months ago. And it's the same thing with the flashlight mount. The flashlight mounts dried up last year, and, there really hasn't been a solution for those. I do think there's some solutions starting to pop up around town, but we're working on ours, and it just keeps going and going and going. And I want to release it. And I've got like 90% of it done, but we've got one part that I wasn't satisfied with, and we had to start from scratch. It wasn't something that could just be altered and to meet my demands. And there's like 5 or 6 procedures just in this one part, and we're doing a good number of them. So hang in there. We're working on them. I initially will only have black, but I will do some in NP3 at some point. It will be a flashlight mount. It will have a QD, and it's going to be very similar to what Impact offered, year and a half ago. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted to try to do something that was different, and that was very difficult because it was such a simple design, and there's only so many ways this thing can hook on the gun. And it makes sense to have a QD attachment in it. I mean, how many different ways can you do that? And with the geometry of the whole thing and the science of the numbers involved in it, and the way the weight's distributed on it, and if you're hanging a sling on it and stuff, there's only so many things that you can do and have a quality part and keep it at a minimum. So it's been very difficult to dial it into something that I'm happy with, and hopefully what's coming off the machines here soon is going to be something I'm happy with, because I had a part ready to go, and I pulled the plug on it because of one of the pieces. I just wasn't satisfied with it. I couldn't bring myself to want to put it out there, and I mean, it sucks. And I paid for that part. That was a loss. That was a substantial loss. I threw it away. Or I didn't throw it away. I still have it, but I can't do anything with it. So, but that's how I roll. I mean, I pay the bill and move on. It wasn't my machinist's problem. It was something that I just wasn't happy with once I saw it done. So I'm working on those. Hang tight. I appreciate you all. I hope you're having a great summer. It's been an interesting summer. I mean, the Hawk Tuah girl showed up, and it totally wiped off the face of the internet. It seemed like Pride and Juneteenth and all this other stuff, and all these things that we're constantly getting hit over the head on that we have to support and believe in, supposedly. And all the nonsense celebrations just got like wiped to the side for this girl who made some comments outside of a nightclub. So it's been kind of an interesting summer. But I hope you guys are having a good one, a safe one. I know it's hot a lot of places. You guys stay cool, drink your water, you know, enjoy your families. Um, I hope you all are having a great summer. I hope everything is going well for your family. I know this country is going through a lot of trouble right now, and a lot of people are hurting. And, I wish nothing but the best for you and your families and your loved ones and people that you care about. If you have a business, I hope that you're prosperous. I hope that you can weather the burden of taxes and regulations and all the nonsense that we deal with just running a business. People don't realize that how expensive it is to run a business, that stuff. So anyway, I've rambled and rambled and rambled. Those of you who I consider friends or who consider me a friend have probably enjoyed me sitting here talking to you today, and others will probably cry about it, whatever. I hope that you guys, again, have a great summer. We're going into July 4th. Let's remember what that's all about. You know where to find me. Phone number's on the website. You can text me, you can email me, you can call me, you can do whatever. I'm happy to help you in any way I can. And I just hope you're having a great week and a great weekend that we're leading into coming up. So again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you to all the military men and women out there serving our country, all you first responders out there in fire, medical, and police who are operating, and military who are operating in a constitutional capacity, a respectable fashion, where you show your love for this country and the people in it. We greatly appreciate you all. For the bad apples out there, and there's plenty of those too, there's cleanup is coming. So we get some new people in office and cleanup is coming. A lot of you people are going to be out, and that's going to be a good thing. If you're not operating honorably, then we just don't want you out there. You can do something else. I mean, there's plenty of things you can do if you don't want to operate in an honorable capacity, a constitutional capacity, if you're in any sort of service. So thank you again for watching. Long video. I mean, I'm looking at 22 minutes here. Take care. Be safe. I'll talk to you in the next video.